Well, it's the most informative 2 minutes in all of sports. This is Quick Six, and just because I'm anchor solo doesn't mean I'm alone tonight. The boss is stepping in. Our executive producer, Christian Audi, is in the house. Brian Blakely is back from his travels in Nashville, and Andrew Brightman making a rare non-weekend appearance. So are y'all ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Minutes on the clock. All right, Andrew, which Charlotte Hornet has the most to prove in the second half of the NBA season?
First, let me say, Christian, you're dressed pretty casual tonight. I'm going to say for Quick Six. Look at Brian.
Get on with it, Brady. We'll talk about that later.
So I'm going to say LaMelo Ball. Obviously, he got snubbed here from the All-Star game. You want to prove that you were deserving of that All-Star recognition. Let's see you show up for a few more games here the rest of the way on and keep performing, averaging nearly 30 a night. Let's see that the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's hope he stays healthy. Okay, Christian, what are people overlooking from last night's Daytona 500?
We heard about JJ and Legacy Motor Club doing well. We've seen William Byron win a second consecutive Daytona 500. We're not talking enough about Ryan Preece and how he just walked away from that crash. A lot of developments have happened over the last few years at NASCAR R&D. Kudos to them, but we need to be focusing more on how he stayed so safe. So maybe we'll do a little bit of that on around the track this weekend.
Yeah, that crash was insane. Okay, Brian, if you're Panthers GM Dan Morgan, what are you most excited to see in 2 weeks at the NFL Combine?
We want to see who's going to be on that defensive line or the edge that I might be drafting here pretty high. And, of course, there's going to be some wide receivers. Anything to help on that defensive front, and we'll be there to watch and see who he's kind of penciling in that could be drafted come April.
And Andrew, sticking with the NFL, how soon, if at all, will Kellen Moore pull the Saints out of the NFC South basement?
For me, I think it's going to be at least a year. Still don't know. Do you want to keep Derek Carr around? A bit of an aging roster down in New Orleans. So they got a lot of stuff to work on and iron out. I think it's at least a one-year rebuild down there before Kellen Moore starts to build that organization back up.
All right, Christian, what's going to be the biggest factor in the Four Nations final between the United States and Canada?
Easy answer here is going to be goaltending. It's going to be Connor Hellebuck versus Jordan Binnington, but I'm going to say staying out of the box. We saw all the fights in the first game. 3 defensemen have taken penalties for the USA, but they have to stay out of the box. Can't let people behind them.
Yep, Brian, okay, the NBA All-Star Game is being called a bust. How would you fix it?
That was good timing. The bell right on the bust part. I would say don't do what you did last night. That was not entertaining. I didn't know whether I was watching basketball or some kind of comedic show, breaking it down with all the big guys there. I just play basketball.
Pull a Bud Selig. Make him play for home court advantage in the NBA final. Do something.
That would help.
It's terrible.
Yeah.